Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another wardrobe declutter. Now I've done quite a few of these, so I think you guys know the drill. If you haven't seen the previous ones, I'll have them linked in a card up above and also in the description box down below. And without further ado, let's just jump straight in. So this is the pile of mess that we are going to be tackling today, and I'm hoping that most of this can end up in the bin. Now, because most of this is rubbish, I will probably skim through things quite a bit faster because I don't want to bore you guys, and really if I'm just throwing something out because it's, you know, a piece of paper or a book or something, I don't really need to stand here for 5 minutes and talk about it. Alrighty, so on top here we have this bag which is just full of random things, so let me just have a quick look through and see if anything is important. Found some more coat hangers. I'll definitely keep those because I always need coat hangers. Okay, so everything in this bag is pretty much rubbish, but this bag is actually our Japan bag, so I might show you guys a few things that are in here. So pretty much this is just full of things that we collected on our travels through Japan. So here we have a map which just brings back so many memories, and of course for a map it looks pretty adorable because it's Japanese. We then have my Minnie Mouse ears. I actually wondered if I had lost these, so these are obviously from Disneyland Tokyo. I'm actually going to pop these on. Oh my god. These just remind me of Danny Mansutti because she used to always do her makeup tutorials with these on. I don't know if she still uses them. Then we've just got the weirdest thing, little like shower slipper things. We just kept those because Japan. We've also got these, so these were given to us when we left our hostel. They've got a couple of lollies in there and then some origami characters, a little Pikachu and a little Totoro, which is so cute. I feel like this is something that most people probably would throw out, but I just can't. And then this is just a little notebook that we kind of use to keep track of everything. So in here we've got all maps, tickets, magazines, bags, booklets, anything that we collected while we were over there or that we were given, we wanted to keep. So I'm sure I'll eventually do something with all of this stuff, even if it is, you know, scrapbook it all. I always did want to do something cute with it, so I'm definitely going to keep that around and show Jake tonight, and I'm sure it'll make him happy. We then have an array of video games, in cases, not in cases, empty cases. So I have no idea where the Assassin's Creed disc would be, so I feel like I could probably just throw out the case because I'm not sure I'm going to find it in here. We've then got Rainbow Six Vegas, which actually I might put in the Assassin's Creed case because I don't know where its case is unless we find it, because this is one of the best games ever, especially if you play it co-op. I used to always play it with my brother and it's so much fun. Then we've got one of the many Tomb Raiders, my baby, my pride and joy. This doesn't actually have the disc in it, it's just got a few little extras. I always tend to buy the special edition for Tomb Raider, so there's just a little booklet in here with some cool screen grabs of the video game, which are actually really cool. That's also something else I would love to scrapbook, but it's just like taking one book, putting it into another book. What is the point? We then have these things which were for my old car. They don't even have the sticky things on them, so I wouldn't even be able to use them. It's just sun shields, but I may as well get rid of them. Then we have another shoe. I think in the shoe declutter I had the other one of these and I got rid of it because it's so worn, so that's going in the bin. Then we have two more bags of random stuff. I actually think these might be more shoes. I at least saw shoes in that one down there, so I'm a little bit scared. Okay, so this one isn't all shoes, it's just one pair of shoes. These were the shoes I wore for my dad's wedding. These actually are a pretty good staple shoes, so I think I will keep these around. They just need a bit of a clean. Don't know where the other one is, to be honest. I thought it was in this bag, and it appears that it's not. So the rest of this bag is actually my underwear drawer from when I moved house, and then it's just collected a whole lot of other rubbish, but most of the socks are super old. They have holes in them. There's a couple of swimsuits in here that I wouldn't even wear anymore, and then it's basically just rubbish. So I think that whole bag is gonna go. Then in this bag we have, again, more underwear. I don't know why I bought something rainbow leopard print. I'm never gonna wear that. Then we've got another pair of shoes, and I wanted to love these so badly, but because of how flat they are the most uncomfortable thing ever, and this is also really uncomfortable and kind of sharp on your foot, so they're going to go. There's just some old clothes in here which I'm not going to wear, a couple more pairs of shoes, really old worn shoes, and then there's these which I absolutely loved, but let me tell you, jelly shoes give you the sweatiest feet, and it could be the dead of winter and you will still get the sweatiest feet. So while I do love these, I don't think it's something I ever actually will wear again, because when you get sweaty you then start slipping around in your shoe. So I think this whole bag is also going. We then have some more toys. So these are souvenirs from the zoo. There's a zoo where you get these. We have the snow leopard, which I got because I absolutely love snow leopards. That's probably one thing you guys didn't know about me, because I mean, how often would that come up in conversation? So this is hard to part with, but like when I got rid of the rest of the toys in the previous episode, I don't need toys. Ah, there's the other wedding shoe. I then got one of these because I feel like, don't we all have one of these? Just a little white box with letters. This is from Kmart. I actually do love this thing. I just don't currently have anywhere to display it. So I am definitely going to keep it around, because when I finally have a house, this is something that I would love to have, you know, in my background, or just in my filming room, or just in the living room saying welcome home or something. I don't know. I just feel like these are such a good piece of decor. Once again, we have another snow leopard. I am so obsessed. This is actually harder to get rid of because it's so freaking adorable, but I don't need it. Then got this cardigan, which, oops, because of all the holes, I feel like it's probably collected so much dust, and I just don't think I would ever wear it, even if I put it through the wash like 6 times. I've never seen this in my life. Now these shoes, you can't even tell it's a shoe. These were my favourite shoe in the entire world. I have a conspiracy theory about these shoes. So it's just a little gladiator sandal type thing. Zip up the back. The zip ended up breaking just from me wearing it so many times. And these, although being so flat, were so comfy, and they went with everything, and I just loved them. So when I wore these, the conspiracy theory is that every single person I walked past looked at my feet. And I thought this just as a once-off thing, and then I started noticing it more. So then people that I was with, I would tell them about the shoe conspiracy, and I would ask them to take note. And they would come back at the end of the day and say, yes, everyone's looking at your freaking shoes, and I don't understand. Me neither. I don't know. But it's a question we'll never know the answer to, but to be honest, considering how much I love these shoes, I'm not surprised that everyone else did too. I might actually kneel down and tilt you guys down so you can see a bit more of what I'm doing. This Billabong bag is actually pretty much brand new, so if I don't find a need to keep this, then I will definitely give this to the op shop. Another random bag. Hell yes, I found a smelly tree that is unopened. I just opened it, but I'm going to put that in my car today. Or maybe I should actually hang it in the cupboard to try and make it smell a bit better. Also, it feels really intimidating talking to you guys from all the way down here, because the camera's really far away and it's just staring at me, and it's creepy. This still has water in it. I don't even want to know how sick you'd get if you drank water that had been sitting in here for years. Does anyone have any idea? Looks fine. Surprisingly, it's not bubbly like water does over time. but I still just don't think it would be very wise to drink this. Huh. Some brand new fine liners. I do not recall ever seeing these in my life, but they're from ASOS, so my sister Diana definitely gave these to me, but I have no memory of them, which is very weird. They've just kind of sat in here for years being flattened, but they still look like they're in pretty good shape. So another one for the op shop. That is Jake's laptop bag. I'll see if he wants that. Probably not. So much dust up my nose being down here. Now this bag is actually full of fabric samples. So when I did interior design, if you guys didn't know, I studied interior design. So this is just a whole bunch of fabric samples that I'm never going to do anything with. So I may as well throw these all out. I've got a brand new Bintang Bali beach towel that I never opened. I don't know why, because I'm kind of always looking for a beach towel, so I will actually keep that. Down here now is pretty much just a whole bunch of my interior design stuff, and I kind of need to sit down and go through that and see what I do and don't want to keep and what I need to and don't need to keep. So I'm not going to go through that with you guys, but just the last couple of things. We have my Derwents, which were my pride and joys, although I haven't drawn in years. I really would love to. I would actually love to do a time lapse of me drawing, but it's just, I kind of tend to start drawing and I either finish it really quickly or I stop and I go back to it in like 6 months. So if you guys would like to see drawing videos, definitely let me know, because I'd love to give it a go, but I'm always going to keep these whether I use them or not. Actually, these two folios are my drawing folios. The sun just went away, and I would love to go through these with you guys and show you a bit of what I love to do. So if you want to see that, definitely let me know, but I probably will actually film that this week, because it's one of those things where when you think of the idea and then you get really excited about it, and now I'm really excited about sharing these with you guys. This bag is so heavy. This is another bag of samples from interior design. This one happens to be wood and flooring samples, so it's very heavy, but that is also going to go straight in the bin. This atrocious belt can go in the bin, although I know I wore this and actually liked it. Well, this is actually a whole fresh A2 folio. That is amazing. I'm always looking for paper to draw on. I don't just want to take printer paper. I'm really thinking that this year is the year that I get back into drawing, so I'll definitely keep that. And then the final thing down here that is not interior design related is probably just as embarrassing as my Wicked Can collection, because this was what I called my hoard box. What is wrong with me? So the first thing is a baby toy. I'm not sure why that's in here, but that can go in the bin. Then we've got some broken sunglasses. I didn't hoard those. Maybe I did, because there's another pair. Then there's just my very, very old iPod Touch. I don't know if they're still worth anything. I always keep old phones and old technology, and I never sell them, I never do anything with them. So maybe I should collect them up and either sell them to cash converters or just donate them to a place where they can recycle phones and stuff, because otherwise I'm just going to throw it out and that's such a waste. We then have the second thing that I hoarded the most of. Yes, these are KFC face wipes. I loved KFC. I ate it more times a week than I would care to admit, and I would always collect the face wipes. I never used them. I don't actually like using them because I don't like the smell. Yet throwing them all away still makes me feel like I'm throwing away a part of my heart. This is so ridiculous. but I definitely don't need these. This whole box is going to end up going in the bin. I just want to show you a little bit of an insight into my life. We've then got Met cards. Now, some of you might not even know what Met cards are. This is what we had before the Mikey cards, where you had to get one of these every time you travelled on the bus or the train. So naturally I started collecting them as soon as I was allowed to catch the bus. And then Mikey cards came in a few years later, so then I thought, oh, I'll keep collecting these because then I'll be worth millions. So I would literally get people who had collections, because it was a thing to collect them. It wasn't just me. I would get people who had collections and didn't want them to give them to me. And then I used to display them on my wall. But no more. No more. Another thing I used to hoard, movie tickets. I feel like this isn't that weird because people like to keep things like this as a memory. But for me, it wasn't a memory. I couldn't tell you who I saw these movies with. I just collected them because I am a hoarder. And not anymore, thank God. But man, I really had a problem. And then the final thing I hoarded, which I don't think again is too strange, but holding on to them for this long is a bit weird, because if we look at this first one, this was for my 16th birthday, I think, 8 years ago. So these are birthday cards. If you couldn't tell, I have way too many of these. I probably don't talk to any of these people. I think maybe the reason I kept most of these is because they were from my 16th birthday and I'd never really had a birthday party, so they were kind of special, but they're going in the bin. And so is this. And so is this pink box, because I just found that on the side it says Allie's Hoard Box. I hope you can read that. If you can't read that, I will get you live footage of Allie's Hoard Box. Allie's Hoard Box. And also, you know how when I showed you my Wicked collection and I could have sworn that I had more of them? I just realised where the rest are. They're actually in a container right down here. I don't even want to know how many more are in there, but I guess you guys will find out in the next episode. So that wraps up today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and the sort of mix of time-lapse and talking that I tried to do. I don't know if it necessarily made the video any quicker, but fingers crossed. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe down below if you are new, and of course click the little notification bell so you don't miss another video. And I hope you're all having an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!